Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? Just gonna recline a little bit. My back is bothering me, so I will be probably reclining a bit. Hope everyone's doing well. Everyone's week started okay. What's up, Sylveon? What's up, Clown, or Clown's brother, or whoever? Speeder, what's up? Hope y'all are doing well today. Thanks for coming to the stream, I appreciate it. Turn the air down just a little bit. We were in the car because guess what? Hi, Dad. Done hurts my back. Because it's funny, I had back pain in a new spot, and I was like, alright, let me stretch my back out in that spot to get rid of the pain. But in the process, I hurt another part of my back that's been bothering me for a while, which has actually not been that bad lately, but today it's been rough, I can't lie. Um, so yeah, but you know, it is what it is, chat. What can you do? You try to fix a problem and more problems show up. Hope everyone's having a good Monday, though. Again, good to see you all. Thank you for coming to stream. I appreciate it. Excuse me while I adjust my camera a little bit. Hello, Carlton. I got cheated in gym today. Uh-oh. This could go many different ways. Aaron Rodgers got hurt on the first series of the game. Sorry about your back. It's my bring your script. CVS have the thing filled. Does it have to be a CVS? That is my question. Does it have to be a CVS? Um, yes, okay. I'll see if there's one nearby. I'm sure there's probably one not too far. But, just because there's a Rite Aid like 2 feet from my apartment, so that'd be easier. But hey, whatever. Whatever. There's one in town? Fantastic. That works perfectly. We can make that happen. I've got the extra strength ibuprofen if I need it. I should be alright. I'm sorry, did Doggy share how he was? Oh, the classic PE teacher. Yep, yep. That sounds about right. Yeah, that's the classic. um, yeah, ain't much you can do about that one, boss. You just gotta take the L. Take your L and move on. Still one though. Oh shoot! That's funny. Now that is funny. Teammates were arguing a lot, as teammates do. Not really. No teammates I ever had wanted to be there. There were like maybe a half dozen kids who could actually play sports in the class. The people who were not good but wanted to play, and then everyone else who could not care less. So I'm going against the PE teacher because we're like the same height. Hi, clown. Adult PE teacher or young PE teacher who thinks they could have gone pro. Young. Ooh, alright. Competition. That's funny. Only two categories. It's true. It's true. There's no in between. It's true. There really is no in between. It's kind of shocking. Uh, for dinner today, I went to the dining hall and was like, nope, I'm not eating this. And I went to the Union instead. That's like the first time I've ever. Well, there's times I've just not eaten. Like I've been like, no, I don't want any of this. This is gross. I'll just wait. But the first time I've ever been like, nah, I ain't eating none of this. I'm going to the Union. Good decision though. Dinner was good. Like they didn't have this one thing they said they were gonna have, and everything else was like mid. So I was like, yeah, screw it. I'll go to the Union. And it was good. It was a very nice man who served me my food today. He's like, sir, I'm gonna have to have you ask you for your ID, but don't worry, I'm not gonna spend, not gonna overspend. I'm like, gee, thanks, sir. Please at least spend the $12.49 that I was expecting to pay for this. Now he was chill. He's like, can I take a picture of this just so I can prove that I'm doing my job well? I'm like, yeah, sure, I guess. I mean, if I say no, do I not get my food? Now he was chill. I liked him. He was a very nice guy. Um, I like it when staff are respectful. There's a guy in one of the dining halls who's like that. He just like he'll walk around the dining hall like he's normally on cleaning duty or something. He'll walk around the dining hall and just be like, "Hey, how you doing? How your class is going? What are you taking this semester?" And he's always got nice stories to tell and everything. And um, he's a nice guy, man. Very nice guy. Dining hall staff is very nice at this place. I gotta say, very nice people. Even like the night staff are nice, which is weird because I feel like those would be the people that'd be the most angry. Like, ugh, I gotta come in at like 8 p.m. and feed all these hungry friggin' college students. But yeah, they're chill. They're chill, man. I respect it. Very nice staff at this place. It's one thing I definitely cannot complain about. Anybody got anything interesting that happened today or this weekend or whenever? If not, that's cool. Just figured I'd ask. I don't have anything particularly interesting. Um, do I? Yeah, doggy, I saw that. He just came out with an apology. You, let's go! Let's go! Dubs! Dubs! Or is it dubs? Are we happy about that, or are we worried about that? I mean, obviously we're happy about it, but like, I know there was like discussion of like, would another one be better? So like, how do we feel? How does he feel? I mean, obviously that's phenomenal. Don't get me wrong, but I know there were discussions of like scheduling and would that fit. So I guess it's kind of up to how he feels about it. But Hey, no, that's fantastic. I'm so happy to hear that. Not terribly surprised because he's him, but sounded like he said the other person was pretty good. So hey, listen, another feather in his cap, man. That a boy. That made my day. Fantastic. I'll have to send him a congratulatory message. We'll figure it out. I'm sure you will. Y'all are good at that. Good at figuring stuff out. I don't think if I had anything interesting happen over the weekend. I'm still picking off my leftovers from my meal this weekend, which is nice. Save a couple of meal swipes there. We love that. Good food. Can't complain. Actually got some time to relax this weekend. That was appreciated. Um, anything else interesting to report? Not really. I'm ahead on work, but that's not interesting. It's not particularly interesting. It's just like, alright. Yeah, no, I'm about as head as I can be on a lot of stuff, man. Which is good. I like being ahead. It gives me kind of peace of mind of like, A, I get some time to chill, and B, if I gotta go on nannies, hope your back feels better. Thank you, Dad. Appreciate that. Have good nannies. Hoping all is well. But yeah, I'm pretty ahead on stuff. So, hey, what's up, party? How you been, boss? Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. This isn't specifically a weekend thing. This is just something I want to address. Is I don't want to accuse anybody of like intentionally being annoying, right? But it does seem like some particular persons in chat and or Discord are doing stuff that is like very clearly, if it's not against the rules, it's discouraged and like kind of obvious that it's not great, and just kind of ignoring backlash and like making excuses about it or completely just shrugging it off like it's not a problem. And it's a little bit irritating, I can't lie. Um so the other day I said on stream like, please don't ping me in the server unless it's an absolute emergency. And some people responded to that because one thing I said was, you can send me a DM if you need me for something. You can send me a DM. I then had my DMs just flooded with random pictures for the next couple of days. And it's like, okay, you're not pinging me in the server, but you're also sending me a bunch of images that you've already sent in the server and that I've already seen in the server because you pinged me about them in the server. So like, I don't know if it's just like people aren't too old and they're not, they don't have that knowledge or they're not mature, or that's people intentionally trying to get on my nerves. Either way, it is a little bit irritating, I won't lie. um don't do stuff just for the sake of doing stuff. Don't do stuff just for the sake of trying to get a reaction out of me. I don't appreciate that. um just follow the friggin' rules. I don't think it's that hard. Be respectful, and that's really all you gotta do. um Just, it does get a little irritating for me when I'm in my downtime or I'm taking a break and I go and check Discord and I see a ping and I'm like, ooh, somebody needs me, or ooh, I need to check on this, and then it's someone like, hey, I made this art of you, and it's me with like boogers hanging out of my nose and a bunch of scribbles on like a canvas, and it's like, this is you, and I'm like, what do you want me to say about this? Like, it's clear you're mocking me, so what do you want me to say about this? Like, I don't know. but you know, so yeah, don't do that. Be respectful, please. Um, anyway, other than that, kind of chilling for the most part. I mean, got the usual roommate and girlfriend thing going on, so that's why I'm in the car. Um, just about done with work for the day. Um, nothing particularly interesting happened today, unless I'm forgetting something. Uh, mm, no, not really. A friend of mine transferred into one of my classes, my psychology class. It's funny. A couple of days ago, he texted me as I walked into class. He was like, "Did I just see you?" I'm like, "What? Where are you? I don't know what. Oh, maybe. Like, where are you? Where did you just see me?" He's like, "Did you just go through a door?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did just go through a door." He's like, "What class do you have?" I'm like, "I have intro to psych." He's like, "What's that all about? Can I sit in on that?" I'm like, "Probably not. The registrar probably doesn't like that." And then this class, I walk in and I see him walk in. I'm like, "Yo, what's up, man? I thought you weren't in this class." He's like, "Nah, I transferred in." I'm like, "Cool, I guess." I mean, literally, I was like, "Yeah, I'm taking intro to psych." He was like, "Can I sit in on that?" Like, I mean, I know that for data structures, the registrar doesn't want people sitting in. I don't know if they care about other classes. I'd assume probably. I'd assume they probably don't want you sitting on it in on it for free when they could make money out of it. And then today he was like, "Yeah, I transferred in." I'm like, Cool. Hey, welcome to the class, I guess." So that was interesting. Really nice kid. Really nice kid. I like him. Yeah, I ran into him at the dining hall. I was like, "Yo, what's up, dude?" Later on, I was like, "What the frick are you doing here? I thought you were in this class." He's like, "Yeah, I transferred in." I'm like, sick. So that was neat. Other than that, anything of interest happened today? Let's see. I had Diffie Q in the morning. That was pretty standard as far as class goes. Still love my teacher. She's still amazing. Um, it's funny. Was talking about the weather and how she was late because like she normally gets there like 10 minutes early, but she was late because like she went back to get an umbrella because she thought it was gonna rain, and then she came back outside and there was no rain, and she was like, "Well, what the frig?" Yeah, that's how weather kind of operates up here. Is you literally don't know when you walk out. Is it going to rain? Is it going to snow? Am I going to get back alive? Go home and have the best nap of my life. Nice. We love a good nap. I wish I could take good naps. I actually did have a nap over the summer. Whenever I nap, it's completely unintentional. Like I go to lie down and like think or like just chill out for a little bit and I end up falling asleep. But I had a nap. It was in my basement. I was sitting on this couch we have down there, just laying there. I was playing Lego Star Wars before, and then I stopped playing Lego Star Wars, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna just chill. I'm gonna curl up and just chill. I took a nap for a couple hours. It's funny. It's funny. I remember I fell asleep because this is. Y'all have those like fictional scenarios you play through in your head, or is it just me? Because I got about 62 of them. Walked to my bus stop, and then started getting tired. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, listen, if you need a nap, take a nap. That's respectable. Yeah, okay. Glad it's not just me. I got like the 62 scenarios. I've had one going since I was like 8. It's just a whole cinematic universe where I'm just like, all right, so today this grand evil is threatening all of space time, and we're gonna save everybody. Anyway, hi Izzy. So I came up with one over the summer, and this one was particularly like, ow, because basically I came up with this thing where it's like, I was like, all right, it's my sophomore year of college. I'm going into my sophomore year of college, right? So I went through the motions of like, all right, I sit in this class, and I meet this girl, and we're sitting next to each other, and we're talking, and we share, we're we get pretty close. We're doing class stuff together. Spending a good amount of time together. Then one night we're just like taking a walk or whatever, and like we ended up like somehow getting to like we were both Christian. And I'm like, oh, that's sick. Um, so we just kind of bond over that and get closer, and then eventually I'm like, yo, I like you, and she's like, yo, same. I'm abridging, obviously. Obviously, it was a lot more epic, and obviously, y'all ever put like soundtracks behind that stuff? Like, y'all ever play music and like have the music be the soundtrack to like the movie that's playing in your head? I do that all the time. That's one of my favorite things to do. Like I will genuinely like I'll have like intense or like sad or like epic music playing on like YouTube Music. I have my earbuds in and I'll just be running it like background music in a movie while I'm picturing all this stuff. It's so gas. If you've never done it, it's so freaking awesome, dude. I used to do it all the time. I still do it. Um but yeah, there's this whole sequence of like it starts snowing and we have like our first kiss and everything. It's all cute. And we're together for a while and we're hanging out all the time and we're doing like Bible studies and stuff together. It's all cute. And then for some reason, I'm just like, all right. Well, no, cuz I originally started the thing. Yo, okay, I'm going to back up a little bit here. Do y'all ever have like maybe this could totally just be a me thing. Totally could just be a me thing. If like there's times when I will like experience something, whether it's like a movie that I watch or like something I see online or like a point in a show or something, and it just gives me like an idea, and I base the entire like build up of the sequence in my head off of reaching like that climactic point where that idea happens. And the one that I had for this one for some reason was getting cheated on. And I don't know why. It's super depressing, but for some reason, this one was me getting cheated on, and I have no idea where it came from. I was just like, I guess we guess we just gonna be depressed today. We're literally like the same person. I remember, because the one I've had running for a really long time. I remember I originally saw it was a commercial. Oh gosh, this was so long ago. Oh, I'm so old. Mario Sports Mix for the Wii. I saw a commercial for it, and it was like because some characters had like different outfits from their normal outfits. Like I think Peach and Daisy had like a different outfit. Like I know in like the tennis games they have a different outfit, but they had like a different outfit, and I was like, "Yo, they're kind of cute in those outfits." And I was like, "I built, I have for the last decade of my life, I have constructed an alternate parallel universe from this." Starting from this one commercial I saw when I was like 8, and it's just branched out into this. Oh, dude, I can't even listen. If I ever tried to explain it, I wouldn't be able to. There's so many details I've probably forgotten over the last decade, but basically, it's there's now at this point like every game or like show that I've ever had any remote interest in has been looped into this fictional universe. Plays some role in this universe that like I'll dedicate like entire quote unquote episodes to like this one time. Okay, this is this is gonna sound stupid, but just bear with me. So I used to be big into listening to those like music mixes on YouTube, like best gaming mix this year, blah blah blah, stuff like that, and just play a bunch of NCS music for like an hour and a half. I used to be big into watching those, right? I love those because it's the kind of music that I enjoyed, and stuff like that. So there's one time purely based off of the thumbnail of that video. It was a thumbnail of Alita Battle Angel. I knew nothing about Alita Battle Angel. Based off of that singular thumbnail, there is now a pivotal character in this cinematic universe that exists solely because of that one thumbnail for that one video. I kid you not. I am extraordinarily petty. But no, it's listen. Uh it's weird. I get it. But listen, I enjoy doing stuff like that. Anyway, back to the original point I was talking about here. Yeah, the pivotal moment for this one was like, yeah, I'm gonna build up and make it so I get cheated on. Um, and so then I got cheated on, and I had to like come up with a fictitious scenario as to how this person would cheat on me, and how they got like peer pressured into like drinking, ended up cheating on me with this frat guy. Nothing against frat dudes, by the way. I have friends who are in frats and they're awesome. Um, and then I ended up hearing about it through a friend, and then there was this whole like scuffle at my dorm about it, and we'd always walk to the same spot together, and I like walked out to the spot. I've actually showed the spot off before. I've showed the spot on stream before. It's like with the when you're looking out over the city. But I walk to that spot in the rain by myself and just sit there and just contemplate life. It's literally a movie. I make an entire movie out of like nothing, like this one moment, and I'll turn it into a freaking movie and give it a soundtrack and everything. I call myself not a creative person because like if you ask me to come up with an idea for something, I will not be able to do it. But give me a pivotal moment in a movie or a show or something that resonates with me, I got you. I'll give you 3 seasons based off of that. It's actually kind of funny because it's something I'm really really good at for whatever reason. I cannot come up with ideas to save my life, but I can do that really really well, and I don't know why. Um, yeah, no, my fictional universe is kind of sick though. I can't even lie. Like, it don't make no sense, obviously, but I think it's something to do with authors. Something to do with authors? You talking about? What are you talking about? I'm confused. Authors are like oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Like directors or something like that. But yeah, I like literally this one commercial sparked this entire universe that I've been running in my head for like a decade now. Where I've got a wife, I've got 2 kids, I've got I've got how many grandkids do I have? I know I have at least one grandkid. I don't know if I have more. I might have more. You think it's so? Oh, okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. But now I've got I've got a wife. I've got 2 kids. I've got a granddaughter. Um, um, what else interesting? I just added to it somewhat recently. I never finished it. Basically, I just finished season 3 of Meta Runner a couple of weeks ago. By the way, really good. Check it out. It's freaking awesome. Obviously, watch the other 2 seasons first, but really, really great ending to a really, really great series. Um, and I kind of made a whole thing out of that too. I'm so weird, bro. I'm so weird, but I embrace my weirdness. This world of yours is very interesting. Listen, again, if I tried to explain the depth of it, one, they'd probably throw me in a freaking asylum, and two, like I wouldn't be able to. Trying to think of like defining events. Oh yeah, okay. So this was like the one actual dream that I had relating to this universe. Most of it is just crap I come up with in my thoughts. there's like one actual dream. At least I'm pretty sure it was a dream. At least part of it was a dream. Um, related to this universe where it's me and I get at the time it was my girlfriend. She's now my wife because we ended up breaking up. I dated another girl for a while. Then she dumped me. We got back together because we were always like really, really good friends. Um, and now we've been married for a long time and we have two kids and a granddaughter. Um, anyway, yeah, that was the DDLC era that we don't, we don't need to talk about that era. That was people always tell me to play. Dog, is it you that always tells me to play DDLC? Is it you? Somebody always tells me to play DDLC. I think it's Doggy. It's like every now and then it's like, bro, you gotta play DDLC. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I need to talk about that portion of it, but anyway. So basically, there's a secret base under my house in this universe where like you go to this part of the basement, you put in a password, and you go down to this like secret base area. It's cool. It's cool. And there's this one part where it's just this giant pit for some reason. Don't know why. You know, there's like a giant slide for some reason. There's a giant slide into a pit. Where's the pit go? I think it's supposed to be bottomless, but it's not actually bottomless because I remember later on in the lore, um, much later on in the lore, the pit. There's use for the pit again. There is a bottom to the pit. It leads to this other place that we'll get to. Anyway, um, so this like evil girl like grabs my girlfriend and like drags her into the pit, and like I go to like grab her, right? Grab her hand with my arm. This is my canon event in my dream universe. That's the best way I could describe this. That's the best way I could describe. This is my canon event in in this world that I've created. This is my canon event. So basically, there's the slide into the pit for whatever. I don't remember how the why there's a pit just chilling there, but there is. So anyway, she like gets snatched, right? And I like reach out to try and grab her, but my arm is like not long enough, and so I miss, and she gets dragged into the pit. And like I end up like blacking out somehow. I don't know if I just got so upset that I blacked out or like I don't know what happened. Anyway, I wake up in my bed somehow, white t-shirt. That's a very key detail. It's not, but I think it's a key detail. Anyway, I then go on like my Rocky training montage, right? Where I'm haunted by the fact that I didn't grab her hand, right? I'm like, I gotta be better than this. So I'm just going ham in the gym, right? I'm going off. Um, Eventually, somehow, what happened is I don't even know if I want to share this because it's stupid. Um, Somehow my girlfriend ends up getting brainwashed. I don't know how this happened. I don't remember why this happened. Um, but she gets like brainwashed into like hating me and like being my mortal enemy somehow. And she's like on this cliff being trained by the girl that like snatched her, right? And so eventually, I don't know that this is where the bottom of the pit leads. Don't question it. Bottom of the pit leads to this cliff. All right. I don't know how that happens because the cliff itself is nowhere near my house, right? But the bottom of the pit leads to the cliff, right? Don't question the logic. It's a dream, okay? So so anyway, eventually I'm like, I'm gonna get my girlfriend back. This is crazy. So I'm like, all right, I've done my Rocky training montage, right? And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go save my girlfriend. And so I forget how I got. I'm assuming I just jumped down the pit. I don't remember how I got to the cliff, but I got to the cliff. The cliff is important for later. Um, I won't discuss why it's important because that's very far down the road. But I'll show up and I guess I just beat the crap out of him. I don't remember exactly how it went down. I just beat the crap out of him till she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm your girlfriend," and like I save her and like everything's chill again. Breaks leg epically. Yeah. I should be dead about 6,000 times in this freaking universe. I come up with every trick in the book to not kill myself. Like, I'm pretty sure I have killed myself multiple times. I'm like the guy who sacrifices himself for everybody, except I do it like every single time something bad happens. I'm like, listen, go on without me. I just throw myself I just throw myself on every grenade, bro. Your brain can't make people on its own, so everyone in your dream you've seen before. No, no, I know who the characters were. I know who they were. They were like previously established. At least some of them were previously established characters in this universe. I know who they were. They weren't just like random people. I know they had purpose, but I don't want to share because it's dumb. It's really stupid. It's incredibly juvenile, and I don't want to share it. Although I've shared it with Yoshi and I've shared it with Gingy. Um, I've shared it with Ben. I told, this is actually funny. This is one of the things me and Ben bonded over. Me and Ben bonded over this in like third grade because we swore we had the exact same dream one time. We swore we had the same dream because I was like describing all these details. I don't know if it was true or not. I don't know if it was true or not. But he swore by the fact we had the exact same dream one time in like second or third grade. He swore we had the exact same dream this one time. It was in this universe. It was in this universe with all these characters and stuff. And he was like, "Bro, I swear I had the same dream." I was like, "That's crazy." Um, but yeah, Ben is like a significant figure in this universe. Because one, he was my best friend, so obviously he was in there, right? But two, at that point, when we had the same dream, we were like, all right, that's Ben's canon event. That was Ben's canon event. Milk cookies, soda chips. Congratulations on lead role. um, yeah, Yoshi knows some of the details about this. I told him. When did I tell him? A couple years ago, I think. Yeah, congrats on the lead, big fella. You earned it. Proud of you. I told Yoshi some of, or most of, well, at the time, most of the details about this, like years ago. Oh, it's so dumb. It's so dumb, but I love it so much. And I've come up with like 6,000 others. I think my go-to is like school situation where I like run into a girl in the hallway and then we're just like, typical like movie scene like, "Oh shoot, sorry, I made you drop your books." And from there it's like, "All right, well, I guess this is happening." It's dumb. I ran out of ideas. I literally ran out of ideas. So I'm like, I have to retread stuff sometimes. But I could turn anything. I could legit turn anything into it. Like, give me an idea or a prompt, and I can turn it into an episode. I'm telling you. My brain is just built like that. Give me some kind of idea. I'm making a whole episode. It's weird. It's like the one creative thing I can do is I can turn like any interesting idea or anything I find or have a connection with, I can turn it into a I could turn it into an episode of my dream cinematic universe. I'm just not going to share any specific details. KD stays loyal to one team. All right, what I'd probably do in a scenario like that is KD stays loyal to a team. And obviously, if KD is staying loyal to a team, that means one thing and one thing only. Means the apocalypse has started, right? The apocalypse has begun because the laws of the universe aren't acting correctly. So, then other weird stuff starts to happen. And people start disappearing, and there's like these major like terror attacks and stuff. And so me and my squad are like, "Hey, yo, this ain't good. We gotta do something about this." Um, so we pull up to like obviously. I love how I was instantly able to turn that into something. Like no hesitation. I was just like, "Alright, so the apocalypse." Anyway, so we probably pull up to like one of the attacks or something, and we like, we kick some butt, we beat some people up, that kind of thing. And then leader guy is like, ha ha ha, you'll never stop me. And then I'm like, all right, 1v1 right now, let's go. Um, but then he does his like voodoo magic stuff and creates some kind of portal. I love using portals, by the way. Portals and like time travel are some of my favorite go-to things in my universe. I love portals. I love time travel. I love sword fights. Love sword fights. I'm like a master swordsman. Um, lightning. A lot of lightning. Um, might be able to tell by my channel icon. I just made it my entire personality. Anyway, so yeah, portal. Let's see what we do with the portal. Does everyone get sucked through the portal? Or just I get sucked through the portal? I think it'd be pretty cool if just I got sucked through the portal. I get sucked through the portal. I end up. Let's see. Where have I ended up getting sucked into portals before? I've ended up in Minecraft. I've ended up in. Uh, I don't know the name of the island. The island from the island from. Oh, I don't remember the name of the freaking SMG4 episode. The one where they raid the island and Dusty dies. That one. Um. Uh. Gajillion other places. Um. Whatever the town from DDLC is called. Um. Common Observatory from Mario Galaxy. Um. Silica City. Gajillion and two other places that aren't coming to me right now. Those are the ones I can remember off the top of my head. Let's say I end up. Why was Skybreakers the first thing that came to my mind? I'm still on Meta Runner season 3, bro. I don't know. Chat. Where do I end up when I fall through the portal? You end up in DDLC. Alright. So we chilling. We end up in that city. I don't know if there's a name for that. See, this is interesting though. Now I got a question for you, doggy. Do we what kind of DDLC we ended up in here? Are we and if because if we end up in like current universe city of DDLC, I'm chill there, right? I'm chill with everybody. Right. I'm chill with everybody there. Or are we talking like separate universe, like show up like just like you're playing DDLC and everything's going crazy and like psychological horror game DDLC? It's like I'm pretty sure I've done that before too. I've thrown myself into a separate universe where it's like the same characters, but none of them know who I am, and it's like just playing just like the video game. That's cool too. I like doing that too, because then it's like I know you, but you don't know me. And it's like the whole like time paradox thing. Like, can I can I do stuff, or is it gonna screw with space time? Whatever's most chaotic. Whatever's most chaotic. Ooh. I will do separate universe then, because that'd be weird. Because then that'd be me pulling up, being like, "Oh yeah, I know this place," but then the like the intro to DDLC starts happening, and Natsuki's like, "You really gonna leave without me?" Like all that crap. I don't remember exactly how the script goes. I'm not. I know what DDLC is, and I've seen a lot about it, but I've never personally played it myself, and I don't remember the script. But like it starts playing, I'm like, oh, friggin' frig, like here we go, friggin' psychotic, here we go. Um, you know what? We should do a stream. We should do a stream where y'all give me ideas, and I turn it into something. It'd be great if I knew how to like animate or draw, like do something where we could actually make it real. I've thought about picking up like animation or like something like that, because to actually turn this stuff into reality. But that'd be cool. Anyway, yeah, I'm show up there and I'm like, ah, frig. Uh, you know, this is not gonna go well. Cue witty one-liner here about how this isn't going to go well. And Music Man walks in. Ooh, that's an interesting twist. All right, let's just say we pull up to school, and then Music Man's just there, and everyone's just like, "What the frig is that thing?" And I'm like, "Oh, this is this is probably not good." Um, hmm. Music Man. How do you incorporate Music Man? Is Music Man like sent as a like an assassin? Is Music Man like disturbing the peace? Like, or is he just there? Is he just chilling? Wrong place, wrong time. Uh, I've done this exact, not the Music Man bit, but I've done this exact scenario before where I'm in an alternate universe and I'm like, hey yo, listen, you don't know me, but like we're chill in another universe. You just gotta trust me on that. We are so chill in another universe. I promise. Um, why is this my? He's just chilling. Alright, that's fair. So I'm like, alright, so whatever portal I just went through, it's like a bunch of different universes thrown together. Like, ooh, what's the singing Mad Bats? Let's see. So I'm trying to think of like a. It's like an ultimate custom night of all the universes involved in this whole thing, and I'm like, alright, so or like well, no, that's still all objects from one game. Um, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a comparison, but yeah, it's basically that. Um, and I'm like, oh boy, this is gonna be weird. So everyone's freaking out, like, what the frig is that thing? And I'm like, hey, calm down. Don't worry about it. Just don't go near it. Don't threaten it. You'll be fine. It's just let him go. He's playing his cymbals. Is it Music Man or DJ Music Man? Is it like big Music Man or like regular size Music Man? Because that could be a big difference. Because if it's like DJ Music Man, then he could be like pull up like outside the the windows and be like, "Yo, what's good?" And then everyone's like, "Yo, giant spider! This is the giant enemy spider." But if it's just regular Music Man, he could probably fit in the building, so he just pull up and be like, "Yo." Gosh, I'm thinking DJ Music Man. Alright, that's fair. That's fair. Alright. So he pulls up, you can see him through the window, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, giant friggin' spider. What is that? Um and so I see it and I'm like, that's weird. That's suspicious. That's weird. Um but I'm like, alright, yeah, something's not right here. He ain't he ain't supposed to be here. You ain't supposed to be here, big fella. Um, and then so I like go outside to investigate, and then DJ Music Man versus Guns. I go outside and investigate. He's here to actually fight Godzilla. Oh, yeah, Godzilla's just yeah, he just shows up. He's just there too, and they're just duking. They're just duking it out. DJ Music Man is just completely indestructible. Just goes giant cymbals to Godzilla's head. Just starts clapping on his friggin' head. Um, but yeah, DJ Music Man versus Godzilla happens, and I'm like, I mean, I know I'm in this universe and everything, but this is friggin' weird. Like, what the freak's going on? So that's going down, and everyone's like, "All right, we probably shouldn't be in this building just in case we get stepped on." Godzilla looking like a bobblehead. Everyone else is like, "We probably shouldn't be in this building in case we get stepped on." So everyone's like running. Um, and probably some interaction happens. Um, like everyone runs away. I either like stay behind, they're like someone's like dragging me along, or like I don't know. And somebody else got to show up, and then at that point, I'm just like, this is crazy. Prototype Music Man in the vents be like giant enemy spider theme. Giant enemy spider. KD comes in a Warriors jersey. What's up? I'm Kevin Durant. At this point, I'm just like, alright, I must be on some kind of drug. What the frick is KD doing here? This sounds like I'm just on an acid trip. KD's just like, yo, what's good? It's like Kevin Durant, Warriors Kevin Durant. I'm like, hey, yo, KD, what year is it? Ask KD what year it is, because he's in a Warriors jersey. So we don't know. KD go back to the Warriors? KD's still with the Warriors from like 2016? Like, what year is it, big fella? KD dunks on Godzilla. KD dunks on what's left of Godzilla after DJ Music Man beats the crap out of him. Um, I don't even know how that would work. I'm trying to imagine a scenario in which that would work. Now, I'll tell you what happens. I'll tell you what happens. DJ Music Man, he sticks his hand out and he lifts KD up, and then KD like jumps from there and dunks on Godzilla. They got that chemistry, right? KD and DJ Music Man got that chemistry, right? That he's like alley ooping KD, so he can dunk on Godzilla. If you're just tuning into this stream and you have no idea what's going on, I'm sorry. We're having fun. um, so at this point, I'm just like, I just saw DJ Music Man lift up Kevin Durant so he could dunk on Godzilla. I'm just like, what the freak did I just witness? Um, there's a glitch in the Matrix. so, something ain't right. Um, then we get like a cutaway to like where everybody else is back at the like attack, and everyone's just like, I wonder what happened to him. I hope he's all right. Um, they're doing whatever. Keanu Reeves pulls up and tries to romance with KD. Uh, and Keanu Reeves pulls up like John Wick Keanu Reeves, right? And he starts throwing hands with KD. And I'm like, okay, now I've officially seen it all. Um, KD dunks on him. KD dunks on John Wick Keanu Reeves. Alright. Trying to think of like, there's got to be some kind of dialogue at this point. Then Keanu Reeves pulls out the ankle breaker game-winning three. KD, KD, it like cuts to like 2019 Finals KD, where he like goes down and he's holding his leg. like, like Keanu Reeves just hits him with the nastiest cross you've ever seen, and he just goes down holding his leg like he did the 2019 Finals. And he just drains the three. Oh, I should not find that so funny. Why did I find that so funny? Wow. Injuries are not funny. But that he does. And Keanu Reeves, he, he does the thing. It'd be great if he does the wave and then a portal opens up and he walks through the portal and just disappears. He's just like, hits him with the wave and just just walks away through the portal and he's just gone. And everyone's just like, what the frick just happened? Literally, what just happened? Like, John Wick pulled up for 2 seconds, got dunked on, tore KD's ACL, and just walked off. Oh my gosh. Honestly, not too far from being like on par with some of the. KD just keeps on rocking back and forth, holding his knee. It's just. He's, he's, it's just like, ah man, I might go to Brooklyn the off I should call Kyrie, see if he wants to go to Brooklyn the off Oh man. It's like, alright, everything's still normal. It's alright. He's still not loyal. Everything's okay. Oh, wow. That's fun. That was really funny. I really enjoyed that. Alright. We've been streaming for an hour. Let's go, chat. Let's go. Someone said some stuff before. I want to make sure I didn't miss it. We're not just telling stories, we're changing lives. So true. When Roblox stream? Whenever I get the time and freedom to do one. No idea when that's gonna be. She's gonna freeze up for a bit.
To read it. It's been a couple of weeks. I'm glad it's back. Ow, that hurt. Cracked my knuckle. Ow. Oh, boy, it's only Monday? Eesh. Only Monday. How are we gonna make it through, chat? How are we gonna make it through the week? It's only Monday. It's alright. The Lord will get me through. The Lord will get me through. The Lord will get all of us through. You know, speaking of, I want to do some Bible talk this stream. Obviously, it's something I've been trying to do in all my streams. So let's talk about a recurring theme in most, if not all, of Paul's letters. So basically, y'all, the TLDR of the New Testament is that Jesus came to take the punishment that all of us are owed for our sins. And Paul brings this up in like all of his letters because he's writing to all these different peoples, basically trying to share the gospel with them, or if he's already been there and shared, to remind them of, you know, how they should be acting and what they should be doing. And he always makes a point to remind them of the sacrifice that Jesus made on the cross. because I feel like sometimes, even as a Christian myself, I almost get numb to that fact. You know, it almost doesn't like fully hit me at times of like, you know, I'm like, yeah, I'm saved, you know, Jesus died for me. But it doesn't fully hit and fully rub off on me to where it's like, okay, yeah, Jesus died for me. Like, I need to repay him. I need to live the best life that I can, you know? Like, you don't ever want to take for granted the fact that you are saved and the fact that Jesus died for you. You know, the big, you know, I see people talking online all the time about like, you know, people will make these posts and say like, oh, you know, Jesus died for your sins and, you know, God wants a relationship with you and, you know, you are made clean and set free through the sacrifice of Jesus. And all of that is very true. But, you know, there's people down in the comments who are like, just because Jesus died and took the punishment for all your sins does not mean that you are allowed to sin freely and do whatever you want. And that is also true. Because if you truly want to show your love for Jesus, then you keep his commands. That's what he says in the Gospels. He who loves me keeps my commands. So it's important to remember that just because Jesus died for us, even if you accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior, even if you know, accept that Jesus died and that God raised him from the dead and you make him your Lord and Savior, doesn't give you the freedom to keep on doing whatever you want. Because if you truly love Jesus, you're going to do what Jesus asked you to do. And I'm not saying that you always are going to be perfect or that you have to be perfect. We all make mistakes. Even, you know, people who have accepted Jesus, we all make tons of mistakes all the time. So you don't have to be perfect, obviously. But you should make every effort to be the best you can be, to show your appreciation for the sacrifice of Jesus and to show your love for Jesus by following his commands, making disciples of all nations, loving one another, keeping his commandments, being humble before God, humbling yourself, not searching for power or for wealth or for anything earthly that, you know, will give you, you know, any sense of superiority or, you know, power over anyone else. You know, he says the last shall be first and the first shall be last. You know, he who exalts himself will be humbled and he who humbles himself will be exalted. And it's very true. You know, we're given this incredible gift of new life and a new chance and a new opportunity with the death and resurrection of Christ. He takes the punishment for our sins. But in return, we are asked to essentially forfeit the good things of life. Many of the, well, maybe good things isn't the right word. The pleasurable things of life, the things that feel good, right? We're asked to give those things up and to turn away from those things because God is all that we need. He will give us everything that we need. And that can be a difficult thing to do sometimes. It can be a difficult thing to do. You know, sometimes it's very tempting, it's very alluring, you know, what if I went and, you know, did you know, whatever, whether it's go to a party and drink a lot or, you know, do anything sexually immoral or anything else that the Bible forbids, really. Because there's a lot of things that are very tempting. You know, trying to fit in, using certain language or doing certain things around other people, you know, stuff like that. It's tempting to do stuff that God does not endorse. But it's important to stay resolute, right? And I think that's part of the reason why Paul includes this in all of his letters. To remind people of the true magnitude of what Jesus did for us on the cross, and how this man who was God humbled himself in human form and took the punishment for all of our sins, broke the bonds of death, and all he asked in return is to follow his commandments. So, yes, he's reminding these people, but it's also a good reminder for us. Remember the magnitude of what Jesus did for us, and remember that all he asks is for faith and to follow his commands. And they're not super difficult commands to follow on paper. Don't get me wrong. At times, they can be difficult. It can be very easy to get angry or upset with other people, or to, a lot of different things. It can be very easy to start straying down the wrong path. But it's important to remember, and again, not all of us are going to be perfect. I am not perfect. No one is perfect, right? I understand that. Stop spamming start. Why are you spamming start? Literally, for what purpose are you spamming start? Why? Stop. What do you want me to start? I'm talking about the Bible. If you're going to do crap like that, you can get out of my stream. But essentially, it's an important reminder for us to see. That's me getting impatient right there. That's me probably giving into my anger and getting impatient right there, and I apologize. I need to be better with that. But I do ask that, please don't spam, and please try and be respectful. I understand that not everyone's religious and not everybody believes in this, but I just ask that you let me do this. This is important to me. So I apologize for my outburst, but please just let me do this. Yeah, I apologize. I need to do better. Controlling my anger. Sorry. It just bugs me when people don't listen and break the rules and do stuff like that over and over again. It just bothers me. But I need to be better with controlling my anger, and I apologize. I'm sorry. But I think it's important that we're reminded of the sacrifice of Jesus and what it truly means. Because if we are, then we'll always kind of keep our mind focused on, this is what Jesus did for me. This is how much God loves me. And this is how I can repay him for what he's done for me. Or at least do my best to. We'll never be able to truly repay him. We can do the most that we can by obeying his commands. So I think that's just an important thing to remember. Of course, Paul has a lot of other great information in his books about how to treat one another, and I mean, really, the main thing is how to treat one another and how to act in a holy way. I'd recommend any of Paul's books. Honestly, they're all very, very good. Very, very insightful. And of course, they are targeted towards specific peoples dealing with specific issues and doing specific things, but a lot of them are still very applicable to today. So, for example, Corinthians, I think, is very applicable. But yeah, I wanted to touch on that and bring that up because I think it's important for us to remember what Jesus has done for us, and that all he asked us to do in return is to have faith in him and to keep his commands. I think that's important. That being said, I'll just briefly pray us out real quick. Dear God, I thank you for this day. I thank you for this opportunity to share your word with these wonderful people. I apologize for my outburst, and I pray for forgiveness. I pray, Lord, you can always help us to keep in mind the magnitude of the sacrifice of your Son, and to truly remember, what we deserve and what your Son opened up for us. And I pray, Lord, that we can do our best to repay him by keeping your commands, Lord, and having faith and giving everything to you and giving you everything that we have, and really doing our best to serve you in everything that we do, Lord God. And I thank you for this day and for this opportunity to share your word with others. And I pray for a blessed day, night, or afternoon for all of us here. I pray this in your holy name. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. All right. That's going to be all from me. I'm going to head in and get some shut-eye. But thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. Stream froze? You sure? Not frozen on my end. That's weird. Did it freeze? Everything seems normal from my end. Weird. Anyway, gonna head out.